Good morning, planner friends, or good afternoon, or good evening. Today, I'm going to do a two-part video. This is one of my Carpe Diem personal planners, and I'm going to show you a way to track your books. It's so much fun. This is one crafty dolo. Welcome to my channel. I'd like you to take a moment and subscribe so you can join me in my rudimentary journeys through crafting. I am a novice paper crafter and planner, but I have a lot of enthusiasm. And if you subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notifications when my new videos are up. So this was my layout for November. And I never switched some of this stuff over for December. And to be honest with you, I didn't really use my personal planner as much in December, so I just let it stay in here with this layout. But this is what we're going to work on today. This is a book tracking log, planner, whatever you want to call it. It's something I designed, excuse me, early as last year began. And even though I am on Goodreads, you can find me under Dolores P.S. Peter S. Sam. Think of it that way. But I like having it here. I like looking at it. And for me, having a way to track my books just, I don't know, makes me happy. So far this year, we're nearing New Year. By the time I post this, it'll probably be after New Year. So I read 36 books in 2021, which is pretty good. I don't know what the average page length is, but a lot of them were over 500 pages. I read a lot. So this paper and the embellishments inside of it were from the Simple Stories Crafty Girl collection. They reissued it maybe a year ago, somewhere in there. I don't know. I bought it at scrapbook.com. And then I just took my own stamps, and two of my favorite things are books and a good cup of tea. So this is the cover. And the second part of this video, I'll show you how I'm going to make my new one for this year. This is the interior. So this beautiful stripe. I love these colors. And in the interior, they had books and different things. This girl and her book was part of the collection. And what I did is I took these letters from one of my Cocoa Daisy alphabet sheets, if that makes sense. And I thought, okay, reading log. I thought it was perfect, right? Just perfect. I don't have this coming year, this same embellishments, but that's okay. And I did partial list. I never got around to the other list, but you can see how I set it up. And past year, I put ratings in of the books, how many stars I gave them. This coming year, I actually want to track pages, if that makes sense. So just I'm not going to go through them all, but you can see I'm actually reading another book this month. But this one here was like over 1,000 pages, and this one was 780 something. They were long. So hence the disparity in what I read in January compared to December. I'm going to fast forward here to the end. Incidentally, the paper that I'm using, it's just, this is a personal planner. So this is just some grid paper. I honestly, I don't know if I might have got it from Carpe Diem, truthfully. But I also use City Girl planners on Etsy. SEW, Much Crafting on Etsy. They're both great shops for A6, personals, A5s. Anyway, so the reason I like this grid is it helps me be a little bit neater. My writing isn't the neatest, which is fine. You don't have to be perfect. So then in the back here, I just took two elements from the Simple Stories Crafty Girl collection. And again, I had these, I believe they might be Cocoa Daisy, they might not, I don't remember. This embellishment here was from Simple Stories, because that is what I do. I go to the library constantly, and it makes me happy. I didn't decorate the back, which maybe I will this year. And incidentally, I always put the stickers back here. I don't always use the Carpe Diem stickers, but I'm certainly not going to get rid of them because I'll probably use them at some point. And here I just put on a little tab, and as you can see, it's just dream because, you know, reading, dreaming, it's all part of it. So anyway, this is part 1 of my little book planner. And yeah, so you know, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but you get the idea. Now I want to show you how we can set a new one up for 2022. This is part 1. Let's get to part 2. Okay, so this is part 2 of creating a book tracker in your planner. So this is the tracker I used this year that I made, and it's just some of my favorite things here. And I went through my paper collections, and to be honest with you, I decided to use the paper from this month's Cocoa Daisy kit, the main planner kit, Confetti Wishes. I know that the rainbow, and this is similar, although these colors are brighter, but I went through a lot of my regular collections and everything seemed too busy. I wasn't enamored with all the colors. And I want something that's going to go, I switch, these are my personal planners, right? Some of them. And so I switch these monthly depending on the Cocoa Daisy color scheme and my mood, to be honest with you. So I removed this from my blue personal planner. And what I did is I'm going to use this fold to my advantage here. So I just put this here, and as you can see, I used a colored pencil and I drew some lines. So what we're going to do to start, the inside of this is a little bright, but that's okay. We can work with that, can't we? So I'm going to use my paper trimmer here. Again, I'm not the best visually speaking. I have these eye issues, so former paper. I'm going to do my best to keep it as straight as possible. It may come out a little longer or wider, and that's okay. You know, again, I'm committed to keeping this channel real and not being obsessed with perfection. Now, if you're a crafter, you often save these things, these little bits and bobs, as I call them, and you'll use them for another project. Of course, not every scrap works, but that's okay too. And whoops, let's try this again. Again, let's take our time here. I can see I cut it a little long, and that's okay. We don't have to aim for perfection. We're having fun. This is pretty thick paper, so you gotta go slow. And I'm gonna save these. And there we have the framework of our book planner. Now, what I want to do, I'm not going to use the inside of this to create the holes. Somebody recently asked me where I got the hole punch. Honestly, I don't remember. I mean, but it was, you know, either Mercari or I think the color scheme makes it look like it's a We Are Memory Keepers product, and it could be. Don't know. So I'm going to come in here and put my divider up and leave room on either side. And here, I'm going to move this one out of the way. And what I'm going to do is, again, I do these slowly because I have to for visual reasons. But just, yeah, I think that's, and it's going to be hard because this is thick. This paper is nice and thick. Oof, that's hard. Okay. Yeah, it probably would be better to do one at a time, but I'm not going to do that. So we'll just go slow, right? And we do another one here. Perfect. A little bit off, right? That's okay. Again, perfection isn't my goal. And let's try to do a little slower here. Make sure I get it in. I have another 6 punch, you know. Let's see here. That one's definitely off. So let's make this a little bit bigger. Again, I'm not going for perfection, and that's okay. So let's get the other 3 as best as we can. Let's try this. Good. Nice and neat. Nice and neat. Okay. So, I'm going to put this back in here into my personal planner and put that over there, and we've got the makings of my book tracker. Yay! So now the question, and here's partially why I went with the Cocoa Daisy this time. I'm going to show you something. If you subscribe to, let me see if I get this right, the main planner kit, the Traveler Notebook Memory Kit, and the Modern Memory Keeping Kit, you have access to free printables. If you subscribe, if you don't subscribe to any of their kits or a lesser kit or just, you know, journaling cards, you can purchase this monthly printout. There's 12 pages, and if you purchase it, I believe it's $4.99. As you can see, this is what caught my eye. I printed 2 of these actually. The printables are all different size papers. So this is a standard, but each paper, regardless of the size, has embellishments on it. So you can see this is a mini page. But all of these little critters, I love these 2 especially. This one I took out the snails you see here on the bottom. They were larger, so I cut those out. This is an A6. This is a personal. They do A5. I don't generally print every sheet. I'm not using A5 right now, so I don't print those. But there's so many embellishments, and if you fussy cut them, you know, you're good. So what I did in preparation of this video, I did cut these. I cut these. It says work smarter, not harder. And then I cut a number of these little friends here. This snail. Okay, so this is me with the glasses. I'm a nerd. I'm okay with that. And I don't drink coffee, but I do drink a lot of tea. So I thought that was cute. Some more snails. Snails with glasses. That's me. And then I have my little birds here. I just cut a few of these out, not many. But this obviously isn't going to totally fit, so I'm going to have to trim that, right? So I'm going to get out my little Walmart, I think they're Walmart, I don't know, craft scissors and decide where to trim this. I like this a lot. I may just actually take it most of the way and just right here, give it a quick trim. So that'll go on here. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's cute actually. So what I'm going to do now, everybody has their own methods for gluing or adhesives and so forth. For me, I generally use glue. And the reason I use glue is I have a tough time with the adhesive things that they, with the tape and all that. I don't know why, my hands maybe, but I do use glue. I'm a historian. Elmer's regular glue is archival acceptable, so that's what I tend to go with, is good old Elmer's. So I'm just gonna put these little fellows, yeah, I think that works actually. So I'm going to do what I can here. Just, I know, it's like I'm a young kid again, right? With the glue sticks, but they work. And for me, it's just easier to see. It's just, you know, I have an easier time of it with the glue than I do the adhesives. Plus, I feel like, for example, when something's fussy cut like this, you really want to get these little edges and so forth. And an adhesive, in my opinion, isn't going to do that. So let's put our little friends here. I think that's adorable, right? They're all slumped over on the books. And my next thing is, what am I gonna write? As you know, last time I did some stamping, and I just did 2 of my favorite things, right? Books and tea. So I was going through, where did I put them? Oh, here they are. All my letters, if you will, collection of letters. And this is this month's Cocoa Daisy. I'm not going to use those. This is an older, from when I subscribed to the Modern Memory Keeping Kit. This is probably from a similar kit, if not the same one. This is more Cocoa Daisy lettering. These are Dollar Tree letters. I get great stickers at Dollar Tree. And one time I will do a video decorating with just Dollar Tree. I'm going to use one of these, and I'm not even sure which one. On the one hand, maybe that'll be better, but I really like blue, so I think we're going to go with that. I'm not going to do another books and tea. I think I'm just going to write or use these. And they don't have, again, we're not looking for perfection. These are thickers, they're puffy. I could keep the middle in, or I could take it out. Right now, I'm just going to take it out and hold on to it. Where's the O's? Maybe I'll keep the middles in for the O's, because I think that's cute. Do I want to do it next? I think it'll be a little tight if it's next to each other. So we're just going to go a little bit diagonal. A little down and a little diagonal. Okay, another O. The middle is a little tricky to keep in there, but that's okay. No, there we go. Funky K. I love this. I think it's cute. And I love these thickers. I obviously, I don't always use them. I save them for bigger projects. And that's good, right? So we're going to do this here. It's not quite even, but that's okay. All right, this is crafting on in real time. And I could move that K over a little bit, but I kind of like where it is. I almost, truth be told, I almost want to put the S over here to make it even funkier. See if I could do that. Books. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. I know it's wonky, but I like it. This is for me, so yeah. What do you think? Or should we maybe move it just underneath? Yeah, let's leave it there, I guess. Okay. So we have our little books, and it's not even and it's not perfect, and we were okay with that, right? Now, I want to use, the die cuts from Cocoa Daisy come with tabs in them, and I was looking through them. I can show you what I've got in here. Super colorful. Okay. Green. These. There's one more in here, another black and white one. You can see through the package. I'm not going to use those, I don't believe. But I'm going to keep them in here because I will use them on some other project. And the question is which one. On the one hand, I like the pink and it goes nicely. I think we're going to nix the real colorful one. So it's either the green or the pink. And honestly, I'm tempted to go with the green. And the reason being is that there's so much pink at the top. I kind of want to balance this out. So we just fold that there. I'm going to get my glue stick. Remove these letters for now. And I'm going to get this down here. And a lot of people won't use the glue sticks. That's fine. Everybody's, this is crafting for me. Give you ideas. If you have visual challenges, if you have other challenges, you just modify how you modify how you do things. And we're going to put that right here at the top. And there you go. I have the tab on. Let's make sure it's straight and press down. And I'm tempted to put one of these little guys down here. So since I had books and tea last year and I'm not writing out the tea part, we can do it with this. Perfect, right? It's so much fun. It really is. And we'll use this little guy. I fussy cut him in prep of the video. And again, he could be straight. Let's kind of put him down here. Or her, or it, or whatever. Super cute, right? Perfect. I'm not sure what, oh, it's not perfectly straight, that's for sure. Again, visual challenges, peeps. What lettering I'm going to use for this section here, so I'll have to do a follow-up video. And I also went through a lot of my different inserts, and I was going to use the grid, and then I found a whole trove of just regular paper, so that's what I'm going to use for the inside. I also need to decorate the inside a little bit more, and I think that's where these come in. Okay, so for example, let's give this a cut. Right, and we can put it right in the middle here, and so there's continuity between the covers and the inside, and we're just going to glue it right there. Very unscientific, but it's fun. It's just the way we're going to do this. And so we'll put it here between the holes so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm going to put those little snails on top. Whoops. A little bit more glue here on this side. And again, if it bunches up, you just take it off. There we go. I could put a little more down here. Boom. Alrighty, let's take our snails and let's glue them. Yeah, work smarter, not harder. I just think it doesn't really apply to reading. Although, I will say this, when I was in the process of obtaining my dissertation, that would have applied. And I'm going to put these on the bottom here. So cute, right? Let's press it down a little bit. And we can put maybe one of these birds. Let's, they're green. There's green there. That's okay. I can always fussy cut more of them. I just did a quick guesstimate of what I might use. And we're going to put him right there. Okay. And again, this is up a little bit down here. You just, that's another reason why I like the glue. Just go right underneath. What do you think for the inside, right? It's cute. It's pretty cute. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do as far as decorating the back here. I may not, but what I want to do, I'm going to set that aside. I would like to stamp these. So I'm going to move my little friends here a little bit out of the way. And if you remember, if you look at one of my other stamping videos, let's see if I could do this. Hold on. One of my other stamping videos on the goal setting, I used these. Last year, what I did was I just wrote the words. This year, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to use the back of one of these just for a buffer, just in case. And I'm going to go, let's see. I think this color picks up the dark dots in this one. So why don't we just go through real quick and do a stamping, right? Okay. Come on, little friends. So let's double check because I'm good at, January. Perfect. And we'll just do a flip. I can write it so that the amount of books that I read fits on one page normally. I did have one last year which threw it off where I actually had 2 months on one page because the books were so long. February. Okay, I'll put those over there. Let's do March. And April. So pretty. I'm going to finish the rest of these and I'll be right back. Okay, so I stamped every month, and I also noticed that I had a little bit of this was by the hole, so I cut that. I'm going to use this one in the back. Again, just a little embellishment. I may or may not add some lettering to these. Not sure yet, and that's okay too. Maybe, you know what I'll do? I think I'm going to put my little friend back here. He's kind of resting on these books. And there we go. I've been thinking about what to put on the tab here. I'm not sure yet. Let's press that down. So yeah, he's there. These will go in here. And let's see how this is going to look. I'm going to put it all the way in the back because that's how I do it. And let's see here. Whoops. I'll put this side in. I'm going to follow with these. And I'm going to put this here. And may not be completely finished, but you got to admit, that is cute, isn't it? I think it's adorable. And I like that it's different from last year's. I have different stickers and elements I might add. If I do, I'll, follow up. I saw this sticker. I was tempted to put it on the back. I also found this in my collection, but I don't know that it really goes. But as far as reading goes, I thought this really fits how I view reading. I don't know if I want to put that there. That's pretty too. It doesn't really have a purpose, but I thought that was cute. But I'm not sure yet. Anyway, I will share pictures on Instagram. You can find me there on One Crafty Dolo of what kind of lettering I do here and so forth, and if I'm going to add some of these guys. But you get the idea. It came out nicely. I'm happy with it. Is it absolutely perfect? Nope, doesn't have to be. We stamped, we cut, we pasted, and this was made with, aside from the paper itself and the stamping, which Cocoa Daisy does make different stamps. I just happen to have those handy, and I like them because these are smaller. But as you can see, this is really cute. And, I'm going to make other booklets. I make mini booklets for my planners all the time. So I'll be sharing those with you soon. But this is my 2022 book tracker. And I can transfer it from planner. It'll fit in all of my Carpe Diem planners very nicely. So, yay! I'm excited. I love this cover. I love the layout here. It's not, if I'd done it vertically, it would have been too matchy-matchy. I like that it's a little crooked. I like that I kept the O's, the middles and the O's. And these cutouts, these printables are just, they're so cute, aren't they? Really. And they fit perfectly with the theme. So, thanks for watching, peeps. And make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Have a great day, crafty friends. Bye. Okay, so an addendum. I did decide to add these two little elements to the back. I used the Cocoa Daisy letters in the main planner kit for just putting on read on the tab. And I used that sticker on the back and two more little embellishments. I think it came out wonderfully. So that's it. That's going to be the tracker for this year. Again, let's try this again. Thanks a lot for watching, planner peeps. Have a great day.